this video I'm going to be looking at the Estee Lauder Christmas palette in Extravagant Gold. As you can see, this is gorgeous. This is like just my ideal type of palette really. I don't know, just one colour suits all type of shades really. Just very neutral, easy to blend, easy to wear. And also very, very easy to build up into quite a dramatic look if you don't just want to do a soft daytime. So what I'm going to do is layer them up slightly so that I create quite a subtle daytime look first of all, and then kind of go a little bit more dramatic for those Christmas parties in the evening. So a great palette just to slip into your handbag to take you from day to night. So I'm just going to prep the rest of my skin first. I've already used a bit of Idealist. As you know from previous videos, sometimes I quite like to keep all my products from the same brand. It's just kind of a borderline OCD thing that I've got. On my nails, I've got the limited edition nail polish in Extravagant Night, which is a really nice glittery, dark purpley colour. Very, very cool for winter. Those of you that like your glittery darks, these are really, really nice. So I've used Idealist on my face, and then I have used a bit of Daywear Plus tinted moisturiser. So this is the multi-protection antioxidant moisturiser, and it's got the sheer tint release in it. So basically it's a moisturiser with tint already in it, which is released once you massage that into the skin. Now this kind of tinted moisturiser is a one shade fits all type formula. And it's brilliant if you genuinely want to have one product for your makeup and your moisturiser. I wouldn't say that the coverage is immense, but then I don't go in for a lot of coverage. I tend to just like my skin to look very natural and fresh, and I prefer to cover my blemishes separately. And with this formula you'll need to do definitely your concealing after you've put your base on. So I've blended all that in. It's a really nice glowy colour, really, really like it, and it's become a bit of a kind of best-selling hit, I think, that tinted moisturiser, so obviously it's not just me that likes it. I'm going to use my favourite concealer in the world, which is Daywear Stay in Place Concealer. If you read my website you'll have seen many references to this concealer. So I'm just going to pop a bit under the eyes and on that blemish there and here. And already you can see that the base is looking very glowy and lovely. And I'm just going to set my brows with some brow setting gel because they've gone a bit crazy during the course of the day. So that will just help them look a bit more smoothed out. And I've just got a bit of double wear mascara as well. I've just done one coat. Just want to keep my lashes quite natural really and let the gold speak for itself. So here we go with the first shade. I'm going to start with the lightest and I'm going to work to the darkest. So for just a nice daytime look I'm going to put some of the lightest shade underneath the brow bone, just as a bit of a highlighter. And then I'm going to use this shade next to it, just on my lids. Now, it's quite surprising actually, some of these shades look completely different in the pan to how they look on the skin. Because if you can see the shade now that's on my eyelid, it's quite coppery and it looks very beigey in the palette. So surprising. It almost looks like I've used this colour, but you'll see that this is really quite coppery. So I'm going to go for the coppery one now, just to show you how that looks. And I'm just putting that in the outer third of the eye. And these shadows are so pigmented, they're wonderful. I mean, if you can see there, I've just done one sweep of the brush. It's really imparted, you know, a really intense metallic colour. So probably if it was daytime, for me, I would almost leave it at that and perhaps use a little bit of gold or a little bit of the original shade just near the inner corner of the eye just to make it quite fresh. So if you can see already, I've really easily created quite a cool, sexy eye. It's very metallic, it's very Christmassy, but it's okay to wear to the office, it's okay for daytime. And now I'm going to glam it up a little bit. So I'm just going to go that bit further. And I'm going to take the Intense Copper and take it down underneath the eye. And now I'm going to take the very dark chocolatey brown, which is a matte shadow, so it will stand up to all those metallics. I'm going to take that along the lash line and then underneath. When I go underneath, I'm only going to do the outer half of the eye, so I don't want to close it in too much. And then I'm just going to neaten it up a little bit and catch any bits that have dropped down. I've got some makeup remover on cotton bud. So that's my evening eye, and obviously you could just keep going as far as you wanted with any of these shades. You know, make it really gold metallic, you could have it all winged out, you could have it really dark. So I think this palette is an amazing investment. All these colours, they're not Christmassy colours, they're just very flattering. The pigment's amazing, as metallics they're just incredible. And I'm just going to finish off by sweeping some of this really intense gold that I haven't used yet, near to the inner corner but not as near as I've used the light one. Just because I want to see what it looks like. It might not work. Okay, so that gold's a really yellow gold, and again it completely changes the look. So there really is something in this palette for every single skin tone, and every kind of look that you would want to make. I'm really impressed with it. I'm really impressed with the pigments, and I'm just going to finish off my look with, I would normally do a nude lip, but because it's Christmas and because I've got these limited edition lip glosses and lipsticks, I'm going to use a little bit of the lip gloss, but only a tiny amount. I'm going to keep it really sheer. So there we go, it's just a really nice sheer raspberry colour when you use the gloss on its own. If you want to see how the lipstick looks when it's applied properly, I've done a separate video on that. But I think that this is really lovely with these eyes. It's just enhancing the natural colour of my lips. It's got a little bit of shimmer through it, so it's perfect for Christmas. So I'm so impressed with this palette, I can't tell you. Obviously it's Estee Lauder and it's limited edition, and so it's going to be slightly more expensive than you know, your usual investment for eyeshadows, but I really think this could be used any time of the year. I mean, in summertime too, those colours are just perfect. So this is kind of my new love of palettes. These were the Christmas collection items from Estee Lauder, and they're available now.